All right, hello. This took me a while to set up, so I want to give us everyone that's out there sort of on the fence whether you want to order the Jibun Techo Lite versus the regular weekly Jibun Techo. So this is a new thing where Jibun Techo has come out with a new light version of their weekly format. So it's much more trimmed down. So this is the refill that I would order every year. So as you can see, if you're familiar with the Jibun Techo, it has all of these pages at the start, together with, one, two, three different calendars at the beginning, and all this how to use notes, the never ending or the always calendar, I don't know how that's called, more lists of weights, conversions, etc., dream pages, and then it goes to lists and the maps of all the different regions in Japan, and then the swatch or like the test pages and more list pages, and then you had a separate spot for Gantt charts to track progress in your projects or your plans. So this takes a lot of space, right? And I'm sure it's probably useful, especially I think if you have the biz, this stuff is pretty useful. Like if you use your planner for work and to track projects, you should probably keep this, because the other one is going to not be as large. They still has it, but it's much more reduced because it's combined with the monthly. So the monthly here does not have that, right? It just has like all of these open spaces and more to do, like to-do lists, projections for the month or whatever. And then to track, you would go back to the tracking charts back here, and then you go to the weekly, which is all of this. Let me see if I can get this closer. So if you see here, it has supposedly this was for like breakfast and dinner, and the mood tracking was here, and then this was like, I guess, for daily highlights, extra notes, and then time blocking, of course, 24 hours. And then this space here was a little bit tiny, just I guess recording the weather and the moon phases, and it's all really good. I'm not complaining. It's really great. The colors are great. It works. I have this here because it works fantastic with the friction. So this is what you had, and this is just a refill, right? This doesn't come with the plastic cover that I use, and then the board. Oops, I have this other stuff here. And the board. This I have since the first time that I ordered my Jibun Techo like a few years ago, and I keep using it, of course, because why not? So that's they still have this. You can still get the regular one. Now they have the Lite, and the reason I got the Lite version is because I use the days. And so the days is so thorough and so complete that, I like it. I wouldn't give it up, but it did feel like overkill to have all of this. It's a little bit redundant, right? To have all of this all over again, the front pages, the dream pages, the this, and the maps and all the rest. And they know that. So they created this. And first of all, let me just show you the difference in thickness. So let's see if I can come a little closer here. Right. So this is the refill here, right? Great binding. It's really, really good. And then this is the 2025 Lite. So, see if I can put it here. So as you can see, it's just like a few millimeters. I'm gonna say 3 millimeters thicker, the regular one, than the Lite. But the weight difference is considerable. And it's just a teeny bit smaller. Just a teensy bit smaller, shorter. Maybe it's the same 3 millimeters. So, but just around that. So, what we have here is just a trimmed down version. First of all, this is super nice. The cover feels like faux leather. But it doesn't have, you know, like I said, it doesn't come with the plastic cover. So that's the only thing. And then, but it feels really professional, really nice, very well made. And then the numbers are a little bit different. And now you go immediately, no pages here, no extra calendars. Boom. You're in the continuous calendar right away. And then lists. You have, and then you have this year's calendar and the next one. That's it. Not a full page, just one in each. Half and half in each calendar, half a page. And then you go into the lists, dreams list, and then that's it. That is like dream list, like projections for the year. And then this you basically customize, just list off. And it's not even that much. And then that's it. The charts, the Gantt charts are now underneath the monthly. So, and here's the thing that I want to show about the monthly, right? This is, the grid is a little bit darker than the previous one. And the numbering is, oh, look at that nail. Oh, sorry. Let me use this one. It's a little bit better. So, and the numbering is also lighter. Do you see, right? Compared to the regular one, where the numbers are just bold, right? Each number is bold. And the new one are very thin. They're like trimmed, the numbers as well. But the grid itself, it's darker than the regular one, the grid dots. So that's different, very different. But I do appreciate it. And then, but you still have, you know, the different symbols and all the holidays, I guess Japanese holidays, and the faces of the moon. And the color itself, it's a little bit lighter than this one here is the regular one. This is the Lite. So the colors themselves are a little bit lighter. Just as much. And so when you move to the weeklies, the colors are also a little bit lighter. And you can see here, sorry about that. Right? This is the new one here. Oh, sorry. Get this here, correct. Okay. So you see how the Sundays are pretty red? In the new one, they're like closer to pink, right? And then the blue. And then you see in the older one, you had this border here where every day had a different border color. The new one does not have that. Much more simplified. So none of this color here. This one, clear. What the purpose of this color was, I do not know. And then we go to the bottom. Okay, so here you see at the top, you actually have this little grid still with the moon, and you have this grid here, I guess small like to-dos, like another checklist for each day. I really like that. And you see this, every hour of the day, they have done away with this bubbling that they had here, which actually took a little bit. When you have very small handwriting, that matters, right? This little bubble of the hourly schedule that is now in the Lite, it's completely clear. So you have just that much writing space per hour. And then at the bottom, of course, you can see here, no like morning, night symbols, just the mood, and then like more, but they're like right at the bottom. So you have all this space to jot down notes, etc. And then you move towards the end of the book. Again, no maps, no more lists, no more dream lists, no more none of that. You have this, the very last here, the very last 2 pages, you have a looking back list, room here for whatever, just want to summarize your year. You can do whatever you want, really. And then these are all blank pages for more notes. So I don't have exactly like the paper though is the same. If it isn't, to the untrained eye, you wouldn't be able to tell, because it really if you want to listen to it, it's it feels like it's the same density. And this pink this extra pages at the end, cover reinforcement, I don't know exactly how to call it. This is really nice. So those are the differences. If you're on the fence of getting the Lite one, definitely the fact that it's not just the little cardboard of the refill, right? This makes it more like grab and go. Like you could just throw this in your bag, in your tote bag, in your or accompany, the books or reading material is very light. It doesn't come with this, but this is supposed to, the cover is really meant to protect the refill. But in this case, because they've made the cover almost like faux leather, you wouldn't probably need that, right? You probably wouldn't need the plastic cover. But if you do want it, it would probably fit. Yep. This always takes a little bit of effort, but just quickly to show you that it does fit in the cover. And that's that. I just wanted to quickly come here and show you the differences of this too. And I hope you find this helpful and it wasn't too rushed. But if you want to know, I am very happy with the new Jibun Techo weekly Lite format. Bye-bye.